Yes.
This meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, there, you know that. Okay, now I'll set up the live streaming so you guys can start. Tahira, you are the examiner and Suraj is your candidate, and then you can switch. And then after that, we'll have Safi and another Suraj. Okay, guys, now I'm gonna go do the live broadcast.
Hello Suraj, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm fine also. So now I want to ask you about part 3 question, and today's topic is education.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think science subjects are more useful than art subjects?
Actually, I reckon that both subjects are playing their crucial role in their own way. But I consider that science is the playing the enormous role in human life, because without science fiction, I think we cannot invent any things, or I think we cannot live like a life like effortless life. Is help us. I think is help us in a numerous way, that we can for instance, we can move, or we can commute our workplace, or to the we can travel to other country, or if in order to discover new places, we have to use public transportation or such kind of vehicular which help us to reach on the time, or before the time, or prior to time. So yeah, due to the technology, we are we doing the work so quick, and yeah, this the reason.
Okay,
Science is quite
thank you.
important.
Okay, are young people mature enough to choose what to study themselves, or should their parents decide for them?
It's rely on the one's perspective. I think if the children, if they are in teenager age, or if they are adolescent, of course they have full rights to choose their own subject, because uh, they need to show up in the future, that what they're going to become, or in which field they're going to be excel. So we have to live for them, because we need to know their interest. I mean, they need to know their interest, in which subject they are so they are so so interest. So I consider that parents shouldn't to interfere in the children children education field. Just leave it for them, and let them to choose what they love.
Okay, great. In your country, does having a university education help you into a better career?
Could you please
The
repeat one?
question is very long, I'm afraid. Okay, sure. Uh, in your country,
Yeah.
does having a university education help you into a better career?
Career.
Abandon career.
It's
A
career,
better career.
ca-
Better career.
not career. Career.
Abandon
Career.
is like when you are leave. I mean, left. You mean that one? Abandon.
Better career, like profession, better profession.
Better
Better
career. A better
job.
career.
Career, right.
Okay. I yeah. When I was in the teenager, I mean the when I was in the university, of course there are lots of platform, or the university tutor, they helping to the students who are who are so brilliant in some particular subject. So if they want to move abroad, if they want some financial support, or if they want scholarship, of course they always the university always help them to uh, to fulfill their dream. So yeah, is some university, I think, is helping to students.
Okay, sure. Do you think older or younger workers are more motivated?
Do you think that younger
O-
or older?
Older or younger workers are more motivated?
I well, if we go through the first we go through the young generation. Of course, young generation getting get more more motivated because they got technology. They can if they don't understand, or if even they don't have experience in such a particular field, they can go through the internet or search on Google. Then they can learn from there. On other hand, old generation, I reckon that they got enough, I mean, adequate experience. They don't need to rely on anybody. So their experience boosts their boost them to work hard. So for them is their motivation point is the experience, and for young generation, technology is the base.
Okay, thank you, Suraj.
Yeah.
This is all about your part three question.
All right, I think I will ask you about the cue card. If you don't mind, then would you like to write down your cue card?
Okay, please give me a moment, please. Okay,
Yeah. Describe a street market in your city.
street market.
Yeah. Describe a street market in your city. The bullet point is, where is it?
Where is it?
What can you buy there? And what is it famous
Okay,
for?
okay,
And how you feel about it?
okay,
I'm gonna set the timer for you, and I will tell you to start.
okay. Sure.
Okay, I wanna use this opportunity to say hi to those who just came in. Okay, sorry, I have to accept others. Okay, let me. So we have Sad Rev, and we have. Okay, I think some of them they disappeared with the internet connection. I guess have some issues. Okay, I'm still all right. Still setting up the
Yes,
broadcast.
Sarah, your time is up. You can initiate. You hear me, Tahera?
Are you there, Tahera?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Yes.
Just a minute, I'm starting. Okay, where I living right now, there is a market beside my dwelling areas, and the name of the market is Kolmilata Market, which is famous for all kind of goods such as uh, fresh vegetables, fruits, fresh fishes, and another daily necessaries. Uh, I most often I used to visit the market due to some of my daily necessaries whenever I require that. And this market is famous for a few reasons. Number one is a fresh. Always we people got fresh fish and vegetables from there very easily. And I want to add another important point, which is the price is reasonable than any other market of Dhaka city. And in the capital, all daily necessaries are very the price of daily necessaries is very high, skyscraping. That's why people search for a market which is very cheap, and according to the market serves to the people according to their buying capacity. And whenever I go there, I just felt amazing, and sometimes a bit annoyed whenever it full of crowd. You know Always people love to avoid crowd. That's why sometimes I felt clumsy or annoyed for the crowded situation. Apart from this, it's very essential for the people in our area to get their daily necessaries. And you can say it's all goods market. People easily get all kind of products here. And sometimes we found there
Your time is up,
some dry fruits and okay.
right? Because you're going beyond the 2.5 minutes. I already give
Okay,
you like more than.
basically, I already completed, but I'm waiting for you to
No,
stop
I
me.
was
That's
waiting
why
for
I'm
you to finish the
continuing.
sentence because no, you
Right.
finish the sentence. I'm going to stop you, but you already initiate another sentence. So
Okay, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I didn't
Okay.
get time to
Yeah,
stop you.
Both of we are waiting for approval or something
No,
like
I
that.
put it already time 2 minutes. I
Okay,
was
okay,
waiting
okay,
for
okay.
that time,
Sure.
and it was finished, but I give 30 seconds more to speak about it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you some, few questions related to this
Oh,
topic.
Suraj, we have to take another pair now, and then we'll go.
Okay, ma'am, sorry.
I'll get back to you guys.
All
Okay.
right. Yes.
We have Rev and Suprasad. Are you okay now? Your internet is okay now? I think you need to, let me see, Suprasad, ask to unmute. Okay, you're
Hello.
unmuted. Yeah, but you have to
Yeah.
turn on your video. I'll ask
Okay. All
you
right. All
to
right.
start your video. Okay, there you go. Now, is it okay if I pair you with Rev? This
Yes, it's okay right now.
Okay, so Rev, okay, now Suprasad, you'll be the examiner and Rev will be your, oh, sorry. Yeah, unmute, sorry.
It's okay now.
Oh, sorry, Palang. Okay, now, okay, Suprasad, you'll be the examiner, and then after part three questions, Rev will be your examiner. You switch. And oh, one more thing. I just need to welcome Tamal, and we'll wait for another. Oh, there is another Suprasad. Is it like another device? Your other device?
Actually, sometime the network fluctuated. Then I used my laptop.
Yeah, I do that too, just to make sure that if one doesn't
Yeah.
work, and then I have a
Yeah.
backup. Oh, good job. That's very smart. All right, you can
All
start
right.
now, and I'll wait for one more participant for Tamal.
And now I am an examiner.
Mhm.
All right. And who is the examiner?
You are the examiner. You ask part three questions to Riv. And then after that, after the four questions, Riv will ask you questions too.
All right. Okay. Who is there, guys? Who is the examining?
You.
Okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
can
I'm
ask.
ready.
You can ask questions now.
All right. Okay. Now I ask you a few question about speaking part one. The topic is a neighborhood. I asking this question from the Cambridge Book 14, test number 4.
What is
It
the
is
title?
okay. Your neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
You got the topic?
Mm.
Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. This first question is: do you like the neighborhood you live in?
Yes, I do love my neighborhood because it is safe and beautiful. Aside from that, we have a friendly and very productive neighborhood.
All right. Next question: what do you do in your neighborhood in your free time?
Well, during my free time, I guess roaming around, go to my next neighbor door, to, usually my cousins, and we have to chat and share some tea and talk about the life of the what happened to the past few days and how we can improve our neighbor
All right.
situation.
Can also mention, Rev, like just want to hang out, catch up, talk about crushes, boyfriends, and girlfriends, something like that. Just sorry. Okay, continue.
Okay. Okay. And
Continue.
can I ask more question in
Mhm.
this topic?
Yeah, three
Okay.
more. Three more.
Okay. Okay. And what new things would you like to have in your neighborhood?
But I want to change my neighborhood. I want to expand the space so that we can able to accommodate a lot of people and do some activities related how to improve the relationship of each other. Aside from that, I want to improve our road to be improve or lessen this traffic pollution. At the same time, it will be healthy and safe for everyone, especially for the children, because nowadays we have a problem about this highway because it is more prone prone in accident.
Okay, and the final question in this topic: would you like to live in another neighborhood in your town or city?
If I have a chance, uh, I will grab the opportunity to live in the other place because personally I am adventurous and I want to try what is the life, and I usually discovered a lot of things what it will be helpful for me in the future. That's all.
Okay, now the end of the speaking part
Yeah.
one.
Yes, I have also a question for you.
Okay, you can ask.
Part one also.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, my question is about dreams. Do
Drinks.
you yeah, do you remember your dreams when you wake up?
It's really a nice question, but my memory is not so sharp to remember all my dreams. But I have remembered little bit, not much, when I woke up from sleep.
Do you think dreams will affect life?
Yes, definitely. Dreams affect our life different way. After watching the dreams or thinking the dreams, what and I can do it, or how can we reach, or when our dream come true.
Do you think dreams have special meanings?
Actually, I'm not an expert about that, but I think it's a special meanings. Who does not want to love? Who doesn't want to like dreams? I think everybody love to watch dreams.
Do you like hearing other people's dreams?
Could you repeat the question? Actually, I cannot
Do
understand your
you
question.
like
Please.
hearing other people's dream?
Hearing, did
I'm
you say
sorry.
hearing? Hearing? Hitting.
Hearing, yes, hearing.
Hearing. Yeah, like
Yeah, hearing.
do you want that your friends would tell you about their dreams?
This is from the latest topic
Mhm.
in one of my application. I just download it and subscribe it.
That's really interesting because I think I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
heard those questions before. Do you like
Okay.
hearing? Do you like hearing other people's dream, like dream of your cousin, your wife, your sons, your children,
Oh,
or
I see.
brother?
Okay, okay. Now I got it. Now I got it. Got it. Got it.
Do you want to know? Now you can answer.
Yeah, please. It's hard, huh?
Yes, yes. Okay, let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it is first time to speaking to virtual, so that I feel little bit shy.
Awkward.
Yes, I love to hear to see. I love to hear people's dreams. In this way, I also encourage myself to watching to make a new dream for my life.
No, I mean the dreams. I'm talking about the dreams. I mean the image you saw while
Yeah,
you're dreaming.
yeah, dreams, like when you are sleeping, your subconscious, you have those events, occasions, and then when you wake up, you remember, oh, I had a dream. My dream was I was running and someone was chasing me, and that was so terrifying. So that was your dream, like a nightmare almost. But there are dreams that are nice, like, oh, I dreamed that your
I
cousin,
won.
yeah, I will
I
the
passed the
letter,
IELTS. Oh,
or yeah, or your cousin got married, the wedding was very beautiful. So not the dreams like your goals in life, not that one. Okay.
okay. Last
Okay,
question. Um,
okay.
okay. Do you want to learn more about dreams? Why?
Again, this is the dream when you are sleeping, not the other one.
Okay, could you repeat the question again?
Do you want to learn more about dreams?
Yes, sure. I want to learn new things from dreams. I think it is a very
Why?
short answer.
Yeah, very short answer.
Yeah, I know it is a very short answer.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
know
fine.
it's
That's fine.
okay. We
Thank
we
you.
will practice.
Yeah,
All
it's a
right, all right. Yeah.
practice. Okay,
Okay,
now we can take
okay, okay.
Tamal. Tamal, are you ready to rock and roll? Okay, I'll ask you to unmute. Okay, now you are unmuted. Hi, Tamal, and your video. I'll ask you to start your video. Okay, there you go.
How are you?
Good, good. Nice to have you. I'm pretty sure this is your first time here in this platform. I'm gonna ask Tahera if she can give you part three questions to start with. Tahera, are you okay? Okay, I'll ask to unmute. I'll ask you to unmute. Oh, you are still muted, Tahera.
Sorry, maybe
Hello.
it's unmuted from your end.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Now I have to ask question for Tamal, right?
Mhm.
Okay, sure. True. Give me a moment, please. Yes. Hello, Tamal. How are you?
Yeah, I am fine. How are you?
I'm also good. Uh, I want to ask you about some questions from part 3. The question topic is leisure activities.
Yeah, you
Leisure.
can ask me.
My first question is what is the relationship between leisure and the economy?
Can you repeat the question again? I cannot
Sure.
understand. What is the difference
Okay, okay.
between leisure activities and
Leisure and economy. Economy,
economy? Well,
right.
that is an interesting question. On the one hand, if I can say leisure activity, it means it doesn't related to any financial activities. It is just to spend quality of time with friends or family members and so on. On top of that, if I can say that economically, uh, which is related to money, it is different from leisure activities.
Okay, great. The second question is how does the economy benefit from people's leisure activities?
That's really hard. I mean,
People can gather a lot of experiences from leisure activities. It can helps them to put more strength on their physical minds. Leisure activities also helps people to boost up their cognitive abilities. It will help them more economically.
Okay, the third question is do men and women enjoy the same type of leisure activities?
Well, it's actually not. Men and women are naturally different. If we can talk about men, men are basically spend time with reading magazines or political news and so on. On the other hand, women are naturally intent to read any kind of romantic films or magazine. They can watching television, which is related to their day-to-day activities. Even they are more interested to know their ornamental gadgets and so on.
Okay, thank you. It's all about part 3 question to you.
okay. That's really, those are interesting questions and hard to answer as well. Anyways, it's a practice, so it's nice. I'm learning also from you guys. When I hear those questions, then my brain works. It doesn't mean that works well, but it still works. I kind of like try
Ma'am,
to.
really the question is hard also to me because the question is very longer. Maybe
Mhm,
who is listening the question,
mhm.
he or she cannot fully concentrate on the question because it's long, very long.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And
But I
plus,
think,
when
but
it's
I think there is something to learn.
mhm.
It's a good practice, I think also.
Yeah, when we hear and we hear it, this is the first time I hear those questions, but I heard about leisure. But when you connect it to economy, that's another,
Right.
another level. And yeah, and then, but when you hear them, those questions, then you try to wrap around your head around with those questions. So the next time you think of that question, then you know you have at least some ideas in your head about what to say. Who is in your background, Tamal? It's almost naked. Tamal,
Hello.
who was that? Did you see the person behind you standing, who stood behind?
Ma'am, I cannot hear you clearly. Can you speak just a little bit more in
Okay,
volume?
there was a man who stood behind you and he didn't have a shirt. Oh, there's another guy. Anyways, um, yeah, I'll just maybe stop your video because I don't want to see that on the live stream. It's public, you know. It's anyways. Okay, now let's have some activities before we finish the session. Uh, you guys can suggest what do you want to do. Okay, I'll ask Sultana. Tahira. I like your name,
Okay.
Sultana. It's like very, you
Okay,
know,
sure.
very royal.
Whatever you want, you can ask me. It's no problem.
I want us to have some activities, like just a conversation. What's that? Okay. All right, just to have a conversation, like something that would interest you guys. What to? Okay, maybe you can start, uh, Tahira. Talk about your job, for example, a day
Okay,
in your
sure.
job.
I'm very interested to talk about this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
And then, okay,
Uh,
let me just talk to them too. Like Rev and Suprasad, you can also jump in if you have something to say while, for example, Tahira is talking about her job. There is something you want to ask and you want to add or you want to know more. Okay, just do that. So
All right.
just to make the conversation alive.
All right. All right.
well,
Okay. Please.
it's a great opportunity for me to talk about my job, and you will be really amazed to hear the experience of my job. Okay, let's start. Right now, I'm doing job at a non-profit organization, but I'm in the business side, which is a revenue generating sector, and my department name is Seed and Agro Enterprise. The main product is cultivation raw material seeds. Okay, and my job is to communicate with the targeted farmers from rural areas, and maybe you have some ideas about rural people. All of them are not very literate, so and you will face difficulty to communicate with them. Maybe I just reach I have to reach them over the phone. So I just put the start the call, and whenever I got my call received by any women, it's really terrible for me because I knew that I have to speak one speech uh, more than once, twice, thrice, or something. After
Uh-huh.
that, who will receive my call and they will reply, "What you saying?" Just after speaking 3 or 4 times, they don't understand a word. Then I have to repeat again and again.
Why is it? Is
How
like,
annoying.
are you
How
using another language or like
No,
your
no, no,
native
no, no.
language?
I'm just a formal Bengali language, but
Oh, okay.
they don't understand. They don't understand what I'm saying. At that moment, basically, it's really very tough to hold my temper, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I can
uh, then
understand.
then I have to come down and repeat again with patience.
Yeah,
So it's a greater practice for holding your patience.
yeah,
And
that requires a lot.
when anybody, right, when any men receive the call, then it's very relaxing to me. Maybe I have to repeat for more than once or twice, but they understand
Okay,
what I'm saying, right? And
okay, good.
another horrible thing is when any woman receive the
Okay, just
call,
a moment,
maybe I'm
Tahira.
Okay.
Let me stop you
okay.
there. Let me just look for Tamal. Tamal, are you still there? Because I'm thinking, Tamal, you can point your camera like on the wall. You can turn your camera that would see the wall instead of the whole living room, so that even if there are people around you walking around or they're behind you, it wouldn't show on the screen. Are you there, Tamal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can turn on your camera, and if you can, yeah, you can turn the camera that would just focus the wall. But if your device is maybe like a stable computer, so it would be hard. If it's a laptop, you can just turn a little bit to the wall. Okay, see, there is the guy again, and he doesn't have a shirt. So I'll just turn off your video. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. I have faced a lot of problem in my room because now I am living in a government in a hall. For this
Okay.
reason, a lot of problem to turn on my camera.
Okay, so I'll just turn off your video then, or your camera. Is that okay? Okay, so Tahira, oh, let me see. Riv, do you have something to say? I think you were.
Yes, regarding about the problems, Tahira, so how do you cope up and what strategies you want to do in the future so that it will not happen again? Because it will be part of your daily routine to communicate with some kind of people. So I think you have some strategies.
Yes, obviously. Basically, right now I'm doing job at a non-profit organization, which is basically not focused on customer service. But previously, I had a experience from telecommunication industry that was very strict about customer service. Whenever a customer can use any slang, any dirty slang to you, but you can't raise your voice because there was a QA team who was always listening our live call, and sometimes any agent or any representative using the reverse slang, not fully slang, any unofficial language or any unofficial tone. They
Dialect.
just monitored always, and after your call they will pick up you, and they will arrange a QA session for you, and then each and every part of your problem they will sort out. And what should I say, I can't get the maybe there is a punishment procedure also, because our every call was monitored and marked within 100, and you will lose the marks. So in
Uh,
for about losing the fear of marks, you have to cool down. There is no way.
yeah,
So
just you
I have
just
already well trained. I have already well trained from
yeah.
that job, so it's not a big deal for me.
And the thing
Okay,
is, you call random people, like different ones, right? You don't call like
exactly.
you call today and you call them tomorrow for the whole month and for the whole year, the same people, right? You kind of go call different
Right,
ones.
different levels and different class of people, basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
And really, I want to share another interesting thing, which is really my achievement of life.
We have
That
3 minutes,
is
okay? 3 minutes.
control your temper,
Mhm.
how to communicate with different kind of people. Whenever you have to communicate with a lower level educated people, then you will go for his or her level. And you can also communicate with more higher level people than you. Then also you will be able to adjust with the label. Basically, it's a great achievement of my life.
Okay. Wow. That's really
this
interesting.
is
Mhm.
this is really very interesting. And
I find that
sometimes
you love your
I
job despite of all these challenges that you're going through, trying to master your patience every time you need to explain to someone, and that someone doesn't get right away what you're talking about and you have to repeat. And yeah, that's very challenging to me. It's hard. Well, I think it depend. It's kind of similar to an educator, and I think with Rev too, like dealing with patients, different kinds of patients, different level of illness and mental health. So to me, to hear your stories, guys, and also to think about my own story, it's nice. It's nice. It's interesting. Okay, now we can wind up, and I'll see you guys. Oh, do you have anything else to say, Rev? 1 minute, we can. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Tahera, you froze. So I think it's the internet. Okay, so I'll just end the session and I'll see you guys tomorrow, girls. Bye.